I have a t-shirt and a picture that have this saying on them: faith over fear. Maybe you've heard that slogan as well. So let me ask you, how do you choose faith over fear? Maybe you feel that you've got no choice at all in the matter, that when fear comes in, you just have to give into it. Fear can be debilitating for sure. Well, the Bible tells us that fear and faith fight for the same space. So filling up that space with faith is sure to put a stop to fear. In Mark 4, verse 40, Jesus asked his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" And in Mark 5:36, he reminds them again, "Don't be afraid, just believe." Belief and faith are one and the same thing. But how do we get rid of fear? Jesus is giving us the answer right here. If you want to be free of fear, it looks like the antidote is faith. Think of it this way. Imagine that you're in a house and fear and faith are knocking at your door. You have a choice. Who are you going to let in? Fear or faith? They can't be roommates. They don't get along. You may feel that you have no choice but to welcome fear in and allow it to take up space in your mind, mess with your emotions, wreak havoc in your body. But the Bible says, well over 350 times, do not be afraid. So how do you kick fear to the curb? Well, the answer is to choose faith over fear. What is faith? Well, faith is believing that someone or something deserves to be trusted. See, faith is putting your trust or confidence in someone or something. Faith is actually part of our DNA. We put faith in lots of things, but Jesus is telling us that when we put your faith or your trust or your confidence in God, then you don't have to give in to fear. So I guess the next question is, do you trust God? Are you confident that God can deal with anything that you're afraid of? 1 John 4:18 says, "Perfect love casts out all fear." See, the reason you can trust God with your fear is that God is love. Perfect love, in fact. Wow. There it is. How do you kick fear to the curb? You open the door to God's perfect love. You welcome faith in God's perfect love and watch God kick fear to the curb. Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Isaiah 41:13, it says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, 'Do not fear, I will help you.'" See the reasons these verses give us for not giving into fear? The Lord your God, he's with you. He takes hold of your hand and he promises to help you because he loves you. God takes getting rid of fear personally. God is bigger than any fear, and all he asks of us is to trust him. I love Psalm 56:3. It says, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Say that every time fear comes knocking. It's even helpful to say it out loud. Fear, you are not welcome here. God is with me, and he's got this. Then open the door wide to faith and watch fear get kicked to the curb, because that's courageous living.